What is going on? I am zmoT, Anon Moose. We are here on the archipelago. It is not a stable place. We've got war factory, we've got warships. There's a whole lot of warring going on. I am not going to be doing warships on this account. I just realized that I hadn't collected my rewards. Don't play it on this account, but do collect the rewards because why the heck not? Anyways, let's have a look, see what Gearhart has for us. There are a lot of lasers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stick around. We're going to do this at least 2 different ways. But for now, we are on the low level. This is going to be another one of those war factories that is going to be tough for low levels. So what we are going to do is we are going to go left. We're going to the left. That will make things far easier for us, but it's still not going to be easy at all. This is going to be one where we're not able to use Everspark. We're going to have to use Brick. Now, let's just have a look here. That is, I cannot find the right place. First we did War Factory, War Gear, Warships. Then we went to the operations. I mean, realistically, you could make a little hidey hole just behind this cannon by removing a couple lasers and just burn the core, but it's going to be such a tight little spot that let's see how much health is on those shield gens. Shield gens are going to take probably 2 to 3 full hits. You know what? We're going to try something. I'm going to try to go like this. This is probably a silly thing to do, but you know what? Let's give it a go. See if we can't do this, because I think this should give us 3 core hits just by doing this. Nothing else. All we're going to do is throw all of our gunboat energy onto those shield gens, see if we can't get rid of them, and then come in and do a core hit. Because going to that left, I mean, going left is definitely an option. If you come in here, you can shock the Doom cannons and clear all the shock blasters and stuff. But you're going to lose a lot of troops. Probably, you're going to have to use probably all of your troops 2 to 3 times. So let's try to make that ever so slightly easier and see if we can't just hit the core and make things blow up, because making the core blow up is fairly satisfying. Now, this is actually a bonus. The fact that we left the shield gens up is a good thing. I'll explain that in a second, or try to. Mouth not working. These war factory videos come very early for me, trying to get them up as soon as possible. See that? 2,000 health. That is fantastic. That means we're going to be able to give 3 GBE and pick up 6. A net increase of 3 for those who don't do math. There's also some free GBE over here, which I should have used in my previous attacks. Maybe get 1, 2, 3, possibly, and then retreat. So if you're a little bit short for gunboat energy when barraging those shield gens, do drop on the right-hand side. Remember, this is HQ18. Gonna quickly show you my armory if I can find it. I believe it's back there. We are dealing with don't care about shock bombs. We're dealing with level 14 barrage and where is the level 19 artillery? I upgrade artillery and barrage first because that is so useful. Let's just hit it. I mean, I don't think we need to plan this all that much. The zmoTs will be close to in range, but all we really need is 1 shock like here, 1, and then 1 shock in, you know what, I'm going to do 3 shocks just to be safe. We'll go 1 over here just because that's an easy shock. We'll do 1 in here, again, easy shock, and then 1 over here. 3 shocks, 36 GBE. I think we should be able to pull that off. So what we're going to do is just do a 3 smoke drop. I'm not going to walk as far as I'd planned. So we're going to just do an audible here for those who like sports references. And then we're going to walk right into here. I've already lost, you know what? See, I said I'd already lost the delay, but I hadn't. So what you want to do is watch the head of those lasers and see where they're pointing, and that will tell you if you've lost the delay or not. You'll notice my zookas are getting to that spot before Brick because I've added the zooka speed tribe, which actually likely kept Brick alive. I also just realized I did a very dumb thing. Need to get rid of that shield. I said the shield was going to help me. It turned out I am a dum. We're going to lose all of our troops. I have done that on an operation attack before. I've seen a number of players do it on operation attacks. Make sure you use your gunboat energy. I'm going to have a little sip of coffee here. So now that our comic relief section is out of the way, that would have worked. Like, that was very, very clear it would have worked. So now we're going to do this one more time. As Daft Punk possibly said, I always forget who said what. And looking at those lasers, that one laser appears to be looking at us with a bit of a glare on its face. So I think that one laser has looked our way. We have lost the delay. Not doing terribly well. But thankfully, our zookas and ladies and things like that are getting into position. And now Brick should be able to give us some relief over on that side. 1, 2, 3 shocks. A bunch of GBE left. Brick still alive, and we're going to smoke our troops. So you definitely can go, if you have high level troops and some troop health, head to the right hand side. Low levels, you can also just brute force to the left if you're not comfortable with smoke. We're going to do something that I've been waiting a long, long time for. Stick around. We're going to switch accounts. I'll be back in just like a second or 4 or 6 or something like that. So stick around. Enjoy the speed serum music. A Boom Beach actually crashed just now for whatever reason when I tried to switch accounts. That was a bit strange. I have been clearing my map like this. Now, some of the people in T9, Triangle 9, our task force right in here, have been chuckling at me because I only have 15 Scorchers. A bunch of them have 16. I am like the runt of the litter. Just dropping Scorchers, closing the game, crushing everything in the way, no effort required. So that's exactly what we're going to do for Miss Gearhart. We are going to use 15 Scorchers. I know 16 Scorchers would have been such a better name. Now, for the Grappler, what we're going to do, we're just going to go for the Grappler first. And then later on in the show, we will go over to that right-hand side. But for right now, we're going all Grappler all the time. We're going to flare that Grappler because it's going to be the biggest pain in our butts. Now, as you can see, I don't have enough gunboat energy to drop all of my Scorchers, so I have to actually wait a little bit. We're going to get Everspark off on the right-hand side. Now, if you're wondering why I have Everspark loaded, it's because when you're doing a force close, I find that Everspark is a bit more useful. Bullet distracts one defense at a time, whereas Everspark's critters distract a lot of defenses. So, this is strictly for force closing. There's no other reason why Everspark's here. Possibly Bullet would be better, but with Everspark, I find that she kind of just hangs out. She doesn't really need nearly the attention. Bullet's got a bit of a drink problem. He just needs to have a drink, and you need to actually be present to click the drink button. So, Everspark just kind of hanging out back there, giving us some extra critters, does not need any attention at all. So that is why I like to use her when I'm force closing and just clearing my map. And I don't know if you saw the times on that, but you can basically take down a base every 30 seconds or so. We are just going to keep dropping all sorts of artillery. Now, probably should have used Kavan and had Kavan bring a Scorcher back, and then at that point I would have had 16 Scorchers. But that would be cheating, and cheating is bad, okay? So what we're going to do now is just keep getting all of the gunboat energy. Our Scorchers are just crushing everything in sight, and now we're going to shock some things, like some cannons, and possibly the Doom cannons over there, and then just hit the core. Now, I don't think hitting the core was a great idea, but I'm very, very curious to see if we can take it down, because look at it's like fireworks out here, folks. So, Scorchers blowing up like crazy. Everspark is dead, and we did not take it down on our first attempt. So I do not have troop health. Scorchers with troop health are even like that much crazier. Like it's ridiculous how strong Scorchers are if you have troop health, but no troop health on this account. This account has, what do I even have? I have I have 6 GBE statues, 5 troop damage statues, which is just absolutely op, super duper overpowered and incredibly fun. So Scorchers have always been very, very easy to use, but they've just gotten that much more ridiculously silly strong. So War Factory down into really, I mean, realistically, you should be able to solo that. I bungled that up fairly good, but Scorchers, 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 so much fire. Speaking of fire, incinerators are coming, Scorcher Mania is coming, so by that point, should be able to have 16 incinerators, 16 Scorchers. Just need to get that last landing craft rocking and rolling. I'm going to pause. We'll come back, try another tactic, and I haven't thought of what the heck we're going to do. And hopefully my game doesn't crash, but I'll be back in just a moment or two. Okay, no crashy crash this time. That is fantastic. What can we do with this? You know what? I really want to just bombardier this whole thing. Bombardiers and lasers are scary, scary combination, but we're just going to give it a shot. I think that Bullet should be able to do all sorts of good stuff for us. I'm just trying to figure out, let's have a look one more time to see what the best way to get rid of that Grappler is, because that Grappler is going to be a bit of a pain, but who was it? Someone in our task force was saying that they threw warriors, like one boat of warriors towards that, and then came in with Scorchers. So I'm tempted to try to give that a go, just because I want to get rid of that Grappler very, very badly, but I don't want to deal with anything else. So we are going to bring medics are never a good idea if there's Grapplers, but we're going to get rid of the Grappler first. So you know what? Let's just bring Bullet and the gang, and we'll see what the heck we can do. So we're going to drop Bullet here with his energy drink. We're going to shock that Grappler, and then we're just going to clear absolutely everything. So we're going to drop Bullet off to the side. We're going to let him get grappled, and then we're going to shock that right there, and that should do everything we need to do, because all of those lasers are going to lock right onto Bullet, and at this point we are golden. Like, Bullet is just going to hang out in front of everything, and all of our Bombardiers are just going to clear everything around them. Need to hit an energy drink because those zmoTs are being a pain in the butt. And now we're going to run away, and hopefully keep Bullet and the gang alive, because there's just so much walking going on, and actually taking a little bit of damage is sometimes a good thing, because it gets your medics moving, and the last thing we want is your medics to have a little tea party on the beach, because they will just hang out over there, and it gets incredibly frustrating. So now what we need to worry about is the angle of where those lasers are going to hit Bullet. Why are you still over there? One of your brethren is getting hit in the face. Bullet is getting wrecked. There we go. Now you're just going to hang out again. So just trying to get our dudes where we want them to be. Having some difficulty with our medics. There we go. Need to shock that laser because it's not locked onto Bullet. Everything else, oh, that one's not locked on either. So we're just going to shock these 3 lasers on this left-hand side. Should be able to do a Lego shock. No, that's not a Lego shock. What am I talking about? So, I mean, even Bombardiers, which don't have a lot of health, are just hanging in tight. No big deal whatsoever. So, realistically, probably should be using my gunboat energy to get rid of the shields, but I kind of just want to watch and see what happens here. So, we are going to run out of time, so I'm going to bring my Bullet dude over into here, and that should get us closer to getting towards the core, because otherwise we're just not going to get there in time. At this point, I don't think we're going to get there in time, but we're going to give it the old college try. Bombardiers with some medics, definitely strong. Like, Bombardiers changed the game. Like, as soon as Bombardiers were introduced, the game got easier. It got, like, it's just, there's such a big difference since Bombardiers came in. They are probably the strongest troop ever put into Boom Beach. We are not going to have enough gunboat energy to get rid of those shields, so I am going to have to free snipe, but I'm going to have to move Bullet the heck away before those sniper oh, he's dead. Okay, so we are now in a position where we have no Bullet, but I think we should have this little tiny free snipe area in here. If I flare the core, we might just have enough Bombardiers that can hit it in the next minute and 15 seconds. I don't think we're going to, though, because as you can see, those cannons range, that boom cannon ranges. I'm probably going to end up with 2 Bombardiers left, and that's not going to be enough. So I am 0 for 3 on solos. We forgot to get rid of the shields on the low level account for the core hit. The Scorchers all blew up, and now we are going to fail. And as soon as things stop shooting, let's see here. Are we going to have 3 Bombardiers? Yes, 3 Bombardiers are not going to budge that shield fast enough, so I'm going to retreat. Actually, you know what? Yeah, retreating was the right call there. I am trying to, realistically, could have just hung out there and tried to blow it up, but my placement of bullet and the bombs was not fantastic. Also, I don't think we needed 2 boats of medics. 1 boat of medics probably would have been more than enough, and now we just need to go finish it off. So let's just drop all of our troops over on this right-hand side, and then we'll walk right to about there, and hope we're going to actually use energy drink. Getting an energy drink to get bullet out front is a little bit of a waste. Should have just dropped smartly, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do, especially when bullet turns the wrong way. So we're going to shock all of the things. Bullet's going to get out front, and then we're going to blow up this core. So I guess the other thing I could do is just throw all of my gunboat energy back here, get rid of those shields ever so slightly faster, save us a little bit of time as our medics hang out. Down goes War Factory. 3 very, very different ways. Let me know how you did it, how I could have improved that, what is going on in your world, and I shall talk to you soon. As always, keep booming the beaches, and don't forget to click the like, share, subscribe. Check the description. We likely have a spot in our task force for you. Come join us. Come play. We've got many task forces that are from low level all the way up to high. I shall talk to you soon. As always, thanks for coming in. I'm Anon or zmoT. Talk to you soon. Peace.